Hey, what up? Welcome back to the channel. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for commenting, thank you for subscribing, and thank you for ringing the bell when you do subscribe. That way you're always notified of the latest Cowboys information. We've got numbers, and big ones at that. On Monday, Todd Archer reported that the Cowboys made another offer to Dak Prescott. Now, being the savvy detective that I am, I've deduced that the new contract offer that was made would probably have to be more than $33 million annually and more than $105 million in guaranteed money. You'd think. Now look, the Cowboys are certainly incentivized to getting a deal done and getting one done quickly because the deadline to place a franchise tag on your players is this Thursday. And if the Cowboys do in fact tag both Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper, they're looking at a price at $51 million against the cap. All of it counting against the cap next year. A cap that's at $200 million. 51 of the $200 million cap could be tied into two players if the Cowboys don't reach an agreement with Dak Prescott by the deadline on Thursday. I believe the plan all along for the Cowboys was to reach a long-term extension with Dak and then tag Amari Cooper. Remember, when you reach a long-term agreement, you're able to space the money out so it's not as cost prohibitive every single year as a franchise tag would be. But here's what I think is the piece that everybody's missing about this conversation. And that is what might be most important to Dak Prescott and more importantly to Dak's agent Todd France might be a short-term deal with more guaranteed money. Now, since we've already heard numbers like $105 million and $33 annually, we might not be shocked to find that maybe it's Dak that wants something in the neighborhood of somewhere between $33 and $35 million over 3 years, all of it fully guaranteed. Whereas the Cowboys want something more long-term. Say a 6-year deal with 110 to 120 in guaranteed money, but longer-term security. My guess is that Dak Prescott wants something more short-term because the cap is going to continue to go up. Because remember, a new CBA is about to go into effect after next season, which will include more money from television deals. And that money will continue to make the salary cap rise, which means if the salary cap is at $200 million this year, that salary cap will continue to go up over the next 3 seasons, which means that Dak could be looking to cash in again when the salary cap could be double what it is now. No joke. The Dallas Cowboys know this. NFL owners know this because they're about to hit the marketplace again to go after TV partners, and they know the value of their product. So the Cowboys are looking to get something long-term. That way Dak doesn't hit free agency again in the prime of the salary cap's rise. But Todd France knows this too, Dak's agent. So he's not going to allow the Cowboys to leverage a huge boost in the salary cap to be able to get pennies on the dollar for his client when he knows he can take something short-term and then cash in again. I'm willing to bet the biggest sticking point for Dak Prescott this entire negotiation is something that's short-term with more guaranteed money. That way he can cash in again when the salary cap potentially doubles in the next 4 or 5 years. Here's the bottom line, guys. The Cowboys believe they have a roster that can win a Super Bowl. It's the reason they went out and got Mike McCarthy as their head coach. And it's the reason that they retained Kellen Moore. And those two are linked also. Remember, the Cowboys really liked Kellen Moore. They wanted to hire a coach who was willing to keep Kellen Moore around. One of the big reasons they hired Mike McCarthy. So the familiarity is there with Dak and Kellen Moore having now worked together for 3 consecutive seasons. The Cowboys cannot franchise tag both Dak Prescott and Amari Cooper to cost them $51 million fully guaranteed this 1 year in a cap of $200 million if they think they're competing for a Super Bowl this season. They've got to get a deal done. The only question now is, do they give in on Dak Prescott and give him something more short-term and let him cash in again? Or do they give in and give him the richest contract in the history of the NFL for a quarterback, but lock him up for the next 6 seasons under that guise, potentially withstanding the blow of a salary cap that could be doubled over that same period? A lot of questions up in the air with Thursday as the deadline. Hit that subscribe button and of course always ring the bell. That way you're always notified of the latest news on your Cowboys.